Hello everyone in Katribu. Welcome to Kalingang Katribu. My name is Vernon Velasco. And today we are joined by businesswoman and Mrs. Philippines International-Rizal, Cristhel Fraulein Bulabon, to talk about her business and how she empowered everybody and herself throughout the pandemic through solving the challenges that comes with it. Hello, Cristhel Bulabon. Welcome to the show. How are you holding out, first of all?
I am doing fine, holding real good here. Trying to cope up with the pandemic, but it's all fine.
Yeah, you own actually a diversified set of businesses, and just this year, just last year, at the peak of the pandemic, you opened Madame K's Steakhouse. So, can you tell us more about the business and what's the unique service proposition of the restaurant po?
Actually, we started February 8, 2021. Just this year lang. And the reason why I opened it up at first was only just to give a job for some of my staff and some of those LGBTQ family or friends that I have who surrounds me. Para na mabigyan sila ng work. And then we only started like a small place, and then all of a sudden I said, let's make it known for our own steak, our homemade pizza, and our own burger. So that's and then sandwiches, which is light snacks and light food, something like that. And then the Dampa family here in Antipolo told me or invited me to join with them, which is there's a Dampa sa Antipolo, and that's where and my Madame K's Steakhouse.
Yeah. But what's the business model behind it? You know that the setup with all of the lockdowns are very sporadic. We know that dine-in sometimes cannot be accommodated. Sometimes it's very sporadic. But the food business actually boomed because of delivery and online levers. So how did you sort of leverage on those online advantages?
What we did just because just like you said, the lockdown started. It's all the restaurants are mostly like dine-ins or closed. But the setup of Dampa sa Antipolo is more on al fresco. And then we also opened in a wider range, which is the delivery, which helped us reach all those people who doesn't want to go out of their houses.
Okay. You have, in 2017, you sort of opened a business of the same nature. You have the kiosk, diba? In 2017, you had it. So, could that have been incorporated in the kiosk business, the steakhouse, or why does it have to be standalone?
Because the kiosk that I started in 2017, we focus on more like the noodles, the dim sums, the fried chicken, those kind of things that is very handy, especially to the students, and it's more on affordable level for the students because some of those kiosks are actually located next to some universities and as well as the MRT, LRT stations.
So this Madame K's Steakhouse, how was it received by your customers?
How it was received? I have a lot of friends who likes to drink. So when I started Madame K, it only started with like a little pika, and then people knows that I know how to cook, and they always see me making steaks at home. And some of the burgers and homemade burgers, and they're like, we want to try your pizza. And then we want to try your spaghetti, your steaks, and all that things. And they asked me if I can sell it as well. I said maybe I will try, but Dampa sa Antipolo sells more of seafoods, so we're focusing on seafoods. But then again, came to me like, why not? Let's add more spice to just seafoods. So we add more, which is the steaks, the burger, and the pizza, because we also have kids who comes once in a while when they were still allowed to go out. So, you know, and then there's a playground there, kids, you know, when they play, they don't want to be sitting down and eat with the full meal. They want to be running around, so they can carry around the burger and the pizza.
So basically, it's a steakhouse that, you know, sells best sellers. That's seafood, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and now that it's, you know, the business is sort of opening up, you know, al fresco dining and, you know, dine-in is actually allowed na. Parang, how are you making bawi?
Well, when it started to open up, I mean, people starts coming, and then people starts asking if the senior citizen are allowed to go dine in, or children are allowed to dine in. I said yes, they're very much welcome. Actually, during that time that the lockdown started, we improved more on the area where they can, you know, the kids nowadays can play, and there's animals there where the kids also can see live animals. Like, you know, they got birds, they got pigs, they got ducks. Those, you know, common animals you see in the park.
Yeah.
Because the setup of Dampasa Antipolo is more of like the nature kind of stuff. Like, you know, there's a lot of trees, and there are also areas where you can spend time in a kubo, something like that. So, you know, there's like big space for everybody, and it's not gonna be like crowded kind of restaurants, because we put all the tables and the kubos far from each other. Yeah. So every group of family or people will have their own privacy.
Yeah. I wanted to elucidate more on that kasi diba when it's dampa, it's a merry mix of everything, a hodgepodge. So how do you sort of, you know, stand out, you know, your mock-up of a stall? How do you sort of stand out from the rest in terms of the setup? Yeah, I know that the food is actually divine, but the setup, how do you stand out?
How do I stand out inside Dampa?
Stand out.
The entire Dampa.
Yeah, the entire Dampa, you know. What makes it so eye-catching? Okay, let's...
Just like I said, the entire... if you've heard about Dampa, most of the people see that it's all seafoods, right? And here in Dampa sa Antipolo, it's more like on kind of like a food park, which there are some stalls or kiosks who represent their own product. And in my situation, I have, just like I said, I have this burger, the steaks, and the pizza.
Yeah. You are watching Kalingang Katribu with Cristhel Fraulein Bulabon. We're going to come back after a short break.
Alright.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Chris masaya? Pagsama-sama!
Bong, yung naumpisahan ko, tapusin mo. Mga bagong highway, tulay, tren, dapat ma-enjoy na kaagad ng mga tao yan. Kailangan lahat bakunado at laging may ayuda pag kailangan. Huwag dapat makabalik ang mga drug lords para ligtas ang pamilya. Yung ginawa mong malasakit centers, maganda yan. Padamihin mo pa. Magkasama tayo. Tayo ang nagsimula, tuloy-tuloy lang, Bong.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Compil Manalo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Jerk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo. Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatangong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube. Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising na!
Chris Masaya, pagsama-sama.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
We are watching Katribu with beauty queen and businesswoman Cristhel Fraulein Bulabon. So Cristhel, welcome back to the show. Earlier we've talked about Madam K's in your kiosk businesses. So you are actually managing a diversified set of businesses. And let's talk about your travel businesses. So we know that the industry and the sector has been hard hit by the pandemic. So how did you sort of hold out, especially in the thick of it?
Right now, what we do right now is just collect all those travels. Some of the travels that already been booked before the pandemic, none of them canceled it. They just postponed it all, and they're just waiting for everything to be open. So just like I said, it's all on hold at this moment. But we're hoping that in the next few months it's going to be open again, because just like I said earlier, that this pandemic is really affecting all these tourism business.
So,
but we're not giving up on this one because we know it's going to be back.
Yeah, it's super yacht and eco travel. So tell us more about the two po.
Okay, the Eco Travel Philippines is actually holding and catering all these travel packages, not just locally but also internationally. So people book, let's say if they want to go to Italy or something like that, and then they want to do this package tour, including the hotel, the accommodation, as well as the plane ticket, as well as the city tours, like that. So we will give them a package in regards to that. And it's the same thing here locally. That's what I do as well. Because I am also well-traveled, so I know a lot of things. I'm focusing on the places where I've been and I've visited.
One observation is that one key takeaway from this pandemic is when everything comes back to normal, people will be avoiding crowds. So how do you sort of calibrate your itinerary so that you can still serve your customers well?
Okay. In regards to my eco travels business, we are not really catering those travels that say like focusing on the city tours. Most of the travelers that I handle are divers.
Divers.
So, scuba divers. So most of the packages that I give them are related to scuba diving sites and places, which is most of those places are isolated. It's not crowded. So the only people that you see in that area are mostly divers and probably their partners and their families. So it's not as crowded as being in the city or the big tourist spot areas.
What is the travel mantra that you're trying to espouse in your business? Like, what is that end that you're trying to achieve when you're offering these services to your customers?
First thing here in the Philippines is promote the dive sites of the Philippines, which is most of the best dive sites in the world is actually you can find here in the Philippines.
Right.
Like the Puerto Galera, Malapascuat, Palawan, Tumatahari, Bohol, Balicasan Island. Those are the places that I mostly promote here in the Philippines, and that is one of the biggest tourism business back in 2000, back in 2000 up to like 2007, before all these worldwide economic
Downturn,
came
yeah.
in 2008, and then now we're trying to bring it back
Yeah.
to normal. So that's why we are focusing on that.
Yeah.
And now I expanded the business up to Bali, Indonesia, to Palau, some places in Thailand, as well in Malaysia.
Yeah, that's Cristhel. That's very forward-looking and inspiring. You have a travel business. You have an F&B, and you have something so futuristic, CyberBro. What is that about?
Well, CyberBro is a computer shop that I started. That is the very first business that I started in 2000. So back in the days, I just work. I work abroad, and then when I come back here, I opened a small computer shop. It started with 5 computers. Back in the days, there's not everyone has computers at home, and not everyone has internet at home. So I opened a computer shop where people go there and do their studies and things like that. And it became a boom. And then after that, I went back abroad, and then when I came back again, I opened another branch, which I put another 20 sets of computer, and it was, it was doing good until this pandemic again. So the computer shops all closed since 2020.
How are you sort of, innovating your business model? Because, everybody's, smartphones are really ubiquitous nowadays, eh. Parang, there will be no reason, technically, to go to computer shops. Diba? Parang, how do you adapt?
How do I adapt?
Yes po.
It started only when how I adapt is I just upgrade the computers all the time, especially now that I have a computer engineer son. So he's always upgrading all our computers so that it will be able to adapt to the highest specs. So that's what they call it for the gamings. And things like that. So they are the one who's managing all the upgrades when it comes to our computers.
So that gaming aspect of it is, is something that you find as a sweet spot in this business model that that will continue to thrive in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. You're also a pageant woman. I mean, first of all, before all of this, you were a pageant woman. What made you start? Or tell us something about your journey.
Okay, the journey about this beauty queen thing, it all started when, back in 2000, like my daughter, 7 years ago. It all started there when my daughter started to do the modeling and all this pageant for little girls. And I'm always the yaya, the lalay of her. And then I met a lot of people along the way, especially media. And they keep on telling me that, hey, why don't you join the Mrs. Pageant? I said, no, that's not my thing. I'm too old for that. And I said, no, the Mrs. Pageant, actually, there is no age limit as long as you can show everyone that you have your advocacy, as well as you show them that you are an empowered woman. And you can face everyone. You are able to join and, try it. And I said, let me talk about it. Let me focus with my daughter.
Yeah.
And then the opportunity knocks last year when my daughter competed in Dubai, which is the Minimis Multinational World in 2015, and they were looking for a representative comes from the Philippines, and they handpicked me, and they told me that you are a great candidate to become or to represent the country when it comes to the misses. Since your daughter is going to be there, you're going to be there as well. Might not as well just join. I said, no, I'm not ready for that. Maybe the QA and all that other things. I don't want to do that. And they said, no, you can do it. We will be here behind you. Do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I joined. I wasn't that ready yet. But when I was there, when we were doing all these things, I was like, looking at myself and like, okay, I think I can do it. But when I saw all the other candidates, like especially like the Russian, the Europeans, they're like, oh my God, they're like goddess. And I look at myself, my insecurity, I felt intimidated, and I was like, am I really joining the Mrs. or Miss? Because I look like the Barbie dolls. I was like, so. And then I talked to myself because I started to feel like, feeling like I having this anxiety and things like that. I said, no, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna prove to them that beauty pageant for Mrs. or any other pageant, women are beautiful. It doesn't matter how old they are and how big their body are. It's not, I'm gonna go out there and show them that beauty comes from all ages and all sizes.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I just went out there, did my thing, the QA, and I just did what was done in the rehearsal. And I wasn't really expecting that I'm gonna get the crown. So I'm like really happy that the outcome was on our side, and my daughter because this competition, our pageant actually, there is like the mother, the teens, and the minimis. And then with all the winners, there will be one overall grand winner, which happens to be my daughter.
Yeah.
So it all started there. And then during this pandemic, there's a lot of online pageants for little girls and for mommies and all that things. I was invited to join in those online. I said no, I'm gonna wait, maybe in time. And then I have this Mrs. Earth supposed to be, but it was postponed. And then here comes the Mrs. Philippines International came to my I saw their ads on Facebook, and I was like, that looks interesting because they are focused on advocacy.
Yeah.
So I sent them a message and I said, are you still guys looking for candidates? And they said they are. So I said I would like to join.
Yeah.
And that was last year.
Yeah, look at you, you're so poised even when you're answering on the camera. But the most remarkable part of the journey, I suppose, is the way you frame beauty. Kasi you were able to shake it off beyond, despite, you said the flaws being alongside these women whom you said are goddess and goddesses. So, what is your concept of beauty in the way that you sort of, had shaken off your flaws, and in a way that that you say beauty looks aren't everything. Believe me, I'm a beauty queen.
Just like I said, when I shake it off, the only thing that I said to myself is believe in yourself. Beauty comes from all ages and all sizes. So it doesn't matter. I just go out there and I said, kaya ko to. I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, take it from the beauty queen. Yeah, one of the empowerment aspects of yourself is, how you started a businesses with a lot of moving parts. So many here are, watching, being inspired by your passion projects. So, what do you suppose can they take away from your story? Like, what should they, learn from you?
Oh, well, never give up. Because if these people have seen or watched my life story, I started from nothing. I started from being a lavandera. I started from being a scavenger. And who I am right now is not going to be me if I wasn't that person. So, but one thing about my life is I never give up. Just like I said one time that I maybe get hurt, I fall, I cry at night, and I go back up the next day. I don't give up.
Yan. Wise words. Can you share us details about the up-and-coming Mrs. International? there is.
Okay. The Mrs. Philippines International is a pageant for all these empowered women, and it's been this is the fourth Mrs. Philippines International pageant. So this is gonna be the pageant will be in December 16 to 18, and it's gonna be in Okada.
Yeah.
And this is the pageant. Just like I said, it's all for our empowered women, and we have a lot of things that is going on right now. And this is the pageant of the Misses, which also we're gonna have the swimsuit competition.
Yun. Yeah. Yeah. You are watching Kalingang Katribu with beauty queen and businesswoman Cristhel Bulabon. We are going to read the lighter side of Cristhel when we come back.
Boto mo to Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Chris masaya, pagsama-sama. Non-stop showbiz update ba ang hanap nyo? Sagot na yan ang aming Tribune Extra. Balitang entertainment at lifestyle, mapalocal man o international, meron kami yan. Manood at makichika na kasama si Kim Sancha, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 5 ng hapon sa Tribune News on Q at separate premiere nito ng alas 7:30 ng gabi. Mapapanood sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Chris masaya, pagsama-sama.
Boto mo to Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
We're still watching Kalingang Katribu with Cristhel Fraulein Bulabon, entrepreneur and beauty queen. So, Christine, hello. Welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Yeah, on this segment, we're going to play a little game to sort of loosen our ties and, roll up our sleeves a little. It's called Would You Rather. So, it's just a game. So, we're going to be torn between two things. You ready?
Ayan.
Okay. First question, would you rather focus on being a beauty queen or an entrepreneur?
I'll focus on being an entrepreneur. Because that will support all my advocacy.
Ayun. Yeah. Would you rather be a piece of art or a best-selling novel?
What's the first part again? Sorry.
A piece of art or a best-selling novel?
Best-selling novel.
Yeah. Would you rather suit up for a costume party or dress up for a fashion show?
Costume party.
Costume party.
More fun.
Would you rather have bouquets of flowers or boxes of chocolates?
I'll go for the chocolates.
Chocolate.
Yes.
Hang out with Pia Wurtzbach or Catriona Gray? Wow, that's a hard one.
It's really a hard one.
Yeah.
I'll go with Pia.
Pia. Why so?
Because she is the one who inspires my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my daughter started.
Mm-hmm. Pero were they able to meet? Oh, no.
No, I haven't met both.
Yeah, pero you can actually inspire people from afar, no? When you're a beauty queen.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
it. Yeah. Would you rather have coffee with Piolo Pascual or Ding Dong Dantes?
I'll go with Ding Dong.
Ding Dong. Yeah.
Yes.
Would you rather be an artist or a public servant?
Public servant.
Beach swimming or mountain hiking?
Swimming.
Swimming, yeah. Cristhel, it has been a delight having you on Kalingang Katribu. Final words, maybe invite them to Madam K's Steakhouse, or, when you open up your travel businesses, and, the up-and-coming Miss International Philippines. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you for, I would like to invite everybody to watch out for the grand opening of another Madam K's Steakhouse. We will be posting where it's going to be located and when it's going to be the grand opening. But right now, you can come visit us at the Plaza Antipolo, where the Madam K's Steakhouse also is located at this moment. And you can enjoy with your family there and just spend and bond with your family at the Plaza Antipolo, and you'll find the Madam K's Steakhouse there. And also, with the Eco Travel and Tours, we will be opening hopefully by early January, and we will be posting the new eco travels again. And last but not the least, I would like to invite everyone to watch the Mrs. Philippines International, which will be held in Okada on December 16 to 18, and it's going to be live. I'm not really sure which TV channel that will be streamed, but it will be. So please watch out and please do support me. You can go to www.mrsphilippines.com and vote for your favorite candidates, especially me, the Mrs. Rizal. And I would like to thank you also for inviting me to this afternoon, for giving me the privilege and time to be able to promote everything. And thank you so much for inviting me to this afternoon.
Yeah, it's our pleasure, Cristhel. Yeah, again, Cristhel Bulabon, beauty queen and entrepreneur. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Watch Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business Live every Monday at 3:30 p.m. on Daily Tribune's official Facebook page and on Tribune Now on YouTube for the replay of the latest edition. Munting paalala mga Katribu, 40 days na lang before Christmas. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, and that's it for today's Kalingang Katribu. I am your host, Vernon Velasco. Have a good day.